Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. How you doing?
Oh
Uh,
my God, there's something wrong with you.
it looks like Scott Parker is the first manager to be fired from the Premier League after 4 games. Unfortunately, for me, I think it's a bit unfair because it's just after 4 games and he's played Man City, I think Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. But let's dive into this because there's a statement from the club on Bournemouth saying uh, when a club is being run, there has to be sustainability, there has to be respect, and it's quite shocking to hear that from them. Like, was there something happening in the background while all this was happening? Maybe we as football fans just think, oh, it's because of the football, but maybe yeah, we always think, oh, it's about football, but maybe there's something happening in the back. Well, let's just check out the games they played because, to be honest with you, if it's between you and me, I think this is a bit unfair. This is a bit unfair for Scott Parker because 4 games in, he won against Aston Villa. Did they expect him to win against City? I don't think so. I think at the beginning of the season, did they expect Scott Parker to beat Liverpool? I don't think so. I know Liverpool slashed them 9-0. I know 9-0 is a bit embarrassing, but at the end of the day, who did they buy for him? Who did they buy for Scott to help him? Like, who did they buy for him? Like, I didn't see anybody bought in. I didn't see any transfers. It's quite funny, to be honest. I am surprised by the sacking, but I think he brought this one on himself. He kept being honest on the presses and think he might have spoke out of turn after the Liverpool game. Or maybe that's it. Maybe that's the reason why it sounds like a bit trigger happy. It is trigger happy. Look, this is a guy who brought them all the way from the championship, and apparently they had their best season ever as a Bournemouth team when he brought them up from the championship. So I don't know, Doug. I'm surprised. I don't know, guys. I am surprised by this particular sacking because, as I repeat again, did they expect Scott Parker to beat Man City? Is that what they wanted, or maybe they wanted a draw? Let's just check the games anyway. Let's just check the games how he did. So you can see he played the first game they played. Sorry, that's the Wolves one. I just want to see Bournemouth in general. Bear with me for a minute. I'm looking for Bournemouth in general. Let's just share that for a minute and just see how they're doing. So there we go, club website. So basically, if you can see, right, they made a statement, and this is basically a statement to say, I would like to place on record my gratitude to Scott and his team for their efforts during the first team with us. Our promotion back to the Premier League last season under his tenure will always be remembered as one of the most successful seasons in our history. So that's the most successful seasons they've ever had, and yet they have sacked him. However, in order for us to keep progressing as a team and the club as a whole, it is unconditional that we are in line in our strategy to run the club sustainably. We might also show belief in and respect for one another. What do they mean, respect for one another and belief in and respect for one another? Did something happen? That is the approach that has brought this club to so much success in recent history. What success have you succeeded at Bournemouth? Please, guys. And one that will never be here from now. Our search for a new head manager will begin immediately. So look at this. They're saying respect. Like, did something happen between them and Scott Parker for them to talk about respect? For them to talk about, oh, we succeeded with this manager. It's the best success we've ever had in our club history. Yet you said, oh, let's get him out. I'm confused. Only sign I've ever seen is Neto, Senisi, Marcus, Tanzania, and Ryan Fredericks, but most of these are free transfers. Yeah, that's the thing. They seem like they are keeping that money, that championship money. The one they get when they get promoted. Doug, I think they're keeping it. Guys, I don't know. What do you think? As I said, they played Man City, they played Arsenal, they played Liverpool. Did Bournemouth, the board members think that he's going to beat Man City, he's going to beat Liverpool, and he's going to beat Arsenal? I think it was a bit unfair for this guy. You come to the Prem and you play three of the best teams. He won against Aston Villa in his first game. Give him a bit of credit. Like, give him 10 games. You can't fire somebody after 4 games. That's why I believe that looking at this statement, there's something fishy behind the scenes that has happened. Maybe, as Doug said in the comments, he did speak a bit honest in the presser. Maybe that's what rubbed the owners the wrong way. And then they said, you know what? if you can't respect us in the press and you're not happy to be here, we'll fire you. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this firing of Mr. Scott Parker? I think he's a better manager than Lampard and Gerrard, in my opinion. You guys tell me in the comments what you think. This is a short video. I'm going to turn over to another video so I can laugh at Chelsea, because we all have to laugh at Chelsea. They've spent so much money, yet they're still losing to Southampton, and they're about to drop about 80 million on a defender in Germany right now as we speak, and they've already dropped 95 million on Fofana. They dropped 65 million on Kukwea. So we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. We're going to laugh at Chelsea. Just sub to the channel if you're new and stick with us in a few minutes. Bye.